Hey, we are here at Dollywood on this beautiful rainy day. We're going to take you back to the country fair area and show you their spring celebration buffet. Last year they had a Christmas buffet we tried and it was $22. This one is $24.95. We're going to turn around and walk through this rain and try it out. That way it gives you another option to try while you're here at Dollywood. So are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
Made it back to the country fair, and it is empty. It's about 20 minutes before the buffet opens. Let's just head down. It's clear in the back, straight ahead. You see the train starting up back there. Tongue. Crazy lazy. Look at this guy. Spring celebration buffet, all you can eat. Adults $24.99, children $12.99. Signature Southern hospitality, Smoky Mountain classics. Price includes your drink. They feature Coca-Cola products. They're open 11 to 7. Let's head in and see what it's all about. We will show you everything inside. As soon as you enter, you will seat yourself. But the feel of this place is what it's all about. Just reminds you of an old country picnic with the tablecloths and the picnic table. And the lighting they have going around the top just adds to the effect. Let's take a look at the spring celebration buffet menu. Macaroni salad, kale green salad. Different dressings are ranch and balsamic, tomato and green bean salad, creamy mushrooms, mini cabbage au gratin, glazed carrots, creamed corn casserole, cheesy scallop potatoes, rolls and butter, pit ham. I'm gonna be trying that. Rotisserie baked chicken, smoked sausage. I'm gonna enjoy this. This is the andouille sausage. I love that. Sweet tea pork loin, chocolate chip cookies, chocolate pudding, and the last thing for dessert are blondies. These contain nuts. When you come in, you get your forks. There's your Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and get your drink. That's good that that is included.
What are you drinking today?
Give me some Coke.
Lots of ice.
That's all right.
I'm the one that likes ice.
That is a lot of ice. Good enough. Let's take a look at Bobby's plate. Glazed carrots, the tomato green bean salad. She's going to try the rotisserie chicken bake and the mini cabbage casserole and a roll. Great way to start off. What are you trying first, Bobby?
I'm going to try the tomato and green bean salad. I like the bright colors for spring.
It's pretty.
The tomatoes, feta cheese, green beans, and I'm going to get a chickpea pea.
That might be hard to get. Did you get it all? You
did.
did.
I like this. It's a great spring side dish. The feta cheese is creamy. Then you get the nutty flavor from the chickpeas. I like the dressing they're using. It's lightly coated. A little bit of a tangy flavor to it. Great.
It's a white balsamic dressing, and that has dill in it also.
I can't really taste the dill, but I'm really enjoying this side dish.
You like everything that's in there.
I do. Go with the glazed carrots next. Another good side for their spring menu. They're sweet, buttery, and they're tender.
That's a cabbage casserole. Mini cabbage casserole. See that? Okay.
Well, 3 for 3. I like this one also. Some of the smaller cabbage. And it has some cheese in it. So you get not just the flavor of the cabbage, but some cheesiness to it. Now we're going with the rotisserie baked chicken.
Now that says, according to the sign, it's green chili rotisserie chicken, creamy enchilada sauce, and crumbly, buttery biscuit topper.
Yeah.
It should be different.
I got some of the chicken and biscuit.
Take a look at that. Well, it kind of has a red tint to it. I guess that's where the enchilada sauce is coming from.
Hopefully it's not too hot. It has just a mild pepper flavor. The chicken was tender. The biscuit's done well. If you like enchilada sauce, I think you will like this dish.
My first trip, the pulled pit ham. It's pit ham glazed with a bourbon mopping sauce. Sweet tea pork loin. Oven roasted sweet tea brined pork loin and cherry caramelized onions. This is what I'm looking forward to the most, the smoked sausage. Sweet chili glazed, spicy andouille sausage links. And some cream corn. It's like it has some panko on it. Bobby ate a little healthier than me on this first trip. Looking forward to trying this andouille. I don't think I've ever had it with sweet chili on it. Usually just buy it the way it is in the store and just eat it like that. I like that spiciness from it. This is gonna make it savory and sweet. This might be too hot for you to try. When you first bite into it, you get a little sweetness, and then that heat from that sausage kicks in from those spices of that cayenne pepper, some paprika in there. It's a little chewy texture to it. I like the little crunch from it. I'm liking this. I'll finish this and I know I'll get seconds. Very good. Good one for me to start off with. Something else I'm looking forward to trying is this pork loin. That was marinated or brined in sweet tea. And I love sweet tea. It's a caramelized onions on there. That's going to give it some more sweetness. Just cut it. Side angle. I think I'll try the piece with a bunch of onions on it. Now I can really smell these onions on there. Now I also tried this without the onions on it. The onions really bring out the sweetness of the onion. You taste that almost too much in that. So you don't want to take a big bite with the onions all over it like I did. Kind of blend a little bit of that out there. This is very tender. So by tasting it without the onions, I still couldn't taste a lot of the sweet tea. I think that's mainly used maybe to tenderize it, and it is tender. But towards the end, I told Bobby I might get a small hint of sweet tea, or it's in my mind, I don't know. If I'm gonna eat it, I think I'm gonna eat it without the onions just to get the flavor of the pork loin itself, but makes it sweeter. Now we're gonna try this pit ham. Pit means partially internally trimmed ham. They take the bone out of it, sew it back up, and then smoke it. You guys all know I love ham. I'm not gonna put anything on this. I'm loving this. This is so tender. I got the sweet baby rays to dip it in. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna eat it in its own juices. I know it's probably smoked, but I don't get a lot of smoked flavor from it. It's not salty like a country ham, but it's not overly sweet. It's just good. If you like just tasting a good ham flavor, you're gonna like this. We'll try the cream corn. It has some panko on it. The corn is prepared well. It's just like a good cream corn, except it has a little bit of crunch from those panko crumbs. I've liked everything that I've gotten, but my favorite thing is the sausage so far. I had to come back on just for 1 second. When I looked at the ingredients on this ham, it said it had a bourbon sauce in it. I don't really taste it. I can just mainly taste the ham flavor. Maybe there is some bourbon in there, but I don't get that. I just think it has a good flavor. Before I forget, I wanted to let you guys know that this stuff is homemade and it is starting to rain hard here.
That's why I put my jacket on. I'm freezing now.
Let me turn around and see this. It's pretty bad, but I can really hear it on the roof.
Round 2, I went with macaroni salad, mushrooms, the roll, and a kale salad. Kale salad has some carrots, red cabbage, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Now you scoop this out yourself. I didn't get any tomatoes in mine.
And balsamic vinaigrette in it. What are you gonna try first on that?
I'm gonna try the mushrooms.
It says they're creamy mushrooms.
I like the mushrooms. I'm not sure what they have over top of it. It reminds me of a brown gravy, but I don't think that's what it is. But John, I found a piece of bacon. This bite's for you.
Just because you got bacon on there doesn't mean I'm going to eat it. It does look good.
We found out it has some cream of mushroom soup in it and bacon.
You saw the bacon.
Mm-hmm. Now I tried the macaroni and the kale salad off camera. The dressing on the salad is a balsamic vinaigrette. I like that. But I'm not crazy about the macaroni salad. Got the roll, soft.
I thought that was more of a hard roll, but you broke it pretty easy.
It did.
Now I also tried the macaroni salad, and it is not sweet, but it has a pretty good flavor. If you like tangy macaroni salad.
Yeah, if you like tangy.
It's cold.
Yeah, I like the
sitting
sweeter
out up there.
flavor like you said, but out of everything I tried, it is my least favorite.
But so far, everything's been pretty good. Went back up to try this rotisserie chicken bake, and we're seeing it a little better now. It's basically a biscuit with pulled chicken in the middle. We didn't even notice there was a biscuit underneath that. Man, it's starting to rain again. There you can see it better. I had to try this. Bobby said this is really good. There we go.
John, before you tell us what you thought about that, this reminds me of the day we were here eating those hot dogs. It rained just like this, didn't it?
That was a crazy day, but we finished the video. If anybody hasn't seen that video, you gotta go back and watch that. We were soaked. And we would be soaked today if we were out there walking around right now.
I hope it slacks off so people can enjoy the day.
It's a shame. This is the second day Dollywood has been open. And you see another angle of it. I can really taste that enchilada sauce in there. I'm liking this, but that chicken is so tender. And the biscuit, and I think you said it, Bobby, was soft. It's not burnt or anything. That would fill you up. I wouldn't want to get a bunch of those because I want to eat more of the other things, and I got some more of the sausage. Let's try the au gratin potatoes. Get a little bit of cheese flavor, but the potatoes themselves are very tender. So far, and what I've tried, I didn't try everything that Bobby had. I was happy with everything. I think everything was prepared well. It's all hot or cold, however it's supposed to be. A few desserts still to go.
Dessert time, I went with a blondie and a chocolate mousse. You're going to enjoy this, John, because you love chocolate. It's fluffy, and it's got like that silk texture to it.
That does sound good. I'm definitely getting that.
A lot of chocolate flavor in that.
Maybe I'll bring the whole container back here.
That's a big container. There's the blondie.
Get the chocolate chips in there. Looks just like a brownie.
Another good dessert. A lot of chocolate chips, but it does have nuts in it. So if you're allergic to nuts, you'd want to stay away from this. It tastes like walnuts to me.
It looks good to me. It's just like a brownie. I think I read those are made with vanilla instead of cocoa.
Yeah, it's just not as hard as a cookie.
Right up my alley,
texture.
though. They wouldn't let me bring the whole container of the chocolate mousse back to the table. I tried. They wouldn't let me, so they let me get this much. I'm just kidding.
They'd let you get
They let me
more
get as
of it.
much as I wanted. That's all I wanted.
It's a big container up there. I don't think
Yes.
you could eat all of it.
But it looks good. I just wanted to jump in it. Look fluffy. Light and fluffy. Best way to describe that. It's a pretty good chocolate flavor to it. I am enjoying that. Look at this cookie. I started to pick it up, and this cookie is so soft that it just fell apart. I know Bobby sometimes doesn't like the extremely soft cookies.
No, I like the harder, crispier cookies.
Yeah, this one is definitely not that, but I like them all. It doesn't matter to me. Well, that bite of cookie I had a lot of chocolate chips in it. I'm happy with everything. Let me just try this blondie. A lot of chocolate chips in that blondie. That is a heavy cookie. Reminds me of those 7-layer cookies, except I know it doesn't have the 7 layers in it. It's pretty good. It's soft. Not as soft as this cookie. I mean, look at this cookie. It's just crumbling. They did a good job on it.
Which do you like better, the blondie or the cookie?
Probably the blondie, but I like the chocolate mousse better than the other 2 cookies. Let's take a look at our receipt here at Celebration Hall on the new spring buffet. 2 buffets, $49.98. Used our gold pass, that saved us $7.50. Grand total, $47.05, and that included the drink. Since it was raining so hard, we're just going to voice over the ending. What I want to know from Bobby, though, how good was it for her, and was it worth the money?
I liked everything I tried except for the macaroni salad. The rotisserie chicken bake was tender. The food was hot. The tomato, green bean salad, the mushrooms, and the sweet carrots were my favorite, but I love vegetables. The blondie and the chocolate mousse were very good. For the value, I know I didn't eat $25 worth of food because I can't eat that much at one time. But I am glad I tried it because I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed everything that I had today. There was 4 meats, the drink was included, had 3 desserts. My favorite thing I tried, though, was the andouille sausage. It was spicy, and then it had that sweetness from that sweet chili. The ham had a great flavor, even though it said it had bourbon glaze to it. I didn't get any of that. And the pork loin was tender. And that chicken bake with those biscuits, if you eat much of that, that's going to fill you up. You won't be able to try everything else. Just maybe get one of those. We were the first ones to walk in there this morning, so everything was hot. And the atmosphere inside with the rides running on the outside and listening to people screaming just brought you to those old country fair gatherings. It's a great place to have a buffet in that area. Now let's talk about the price. For us, it was around $23.50 each with the gold pass. Drink was included. A lot of the items at the stands are around $13 each. Now those are not that big, so you would have to get at least 2 of those really to fill you up. And that doesn't include your drink. This just gives you another option while you're in the park. You already have Aunt Granny's, Granny Ogles, that we feel is the best value in the park, and the front porch. And something else, the staff that was working inside here were very friendly. Again, this is homemade. It's made right next door to this place, and they just bring it over. I could probably get my money's worth out of here for $23.50 because I enjoyed everything I had. So if you think you can eat this much, maybe it's going to be worth it for you. You guys can decide.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, so until we meet again,
J and B have left the building.